they IPO'd in somewhere around 2018. If you look at it, it went up, down, but right now it's probably around the same price point. When they go IPO, you have to see the history. So that's why personally I like to wait. Let's look into how some of the recent IPOs have done, right? So everybody gets excited about, hey, I want to participate in this IPO. Again, most of them fail to even look into S1 in depth, and they invest these in these IPOs. But historically, if you look at it, IPOs are not that great. I mean, you see some of the recent IPOs in 2023, and some of the companies you probably never heard about. But if you look at the returns, like most of these returns are like in negative, and these all of these companies, most of these companies have performed poorly. And even if you go back in time, right, you look at some of the very hyped IPOs like Spotify, which I believe went IPO in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Airbnb was one of them. Roblox was one of them. Twilio was one of them. So if you look at, let's start looking into how their stock has done, right? So they IPO'd in somewhere around 2018. If you look at it, it went up, down, but right now it's probably around the same price point. If you participated in this IPO back in 2018, I think you have made some profit, but it's not uh, worthwhile, in my opinion. Same story with Airbnb. If we look at it, right, it's not impressive. It's not impressive. I mean, if you look at it, if I'm someone who is like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna just buy this and I'm just gonna hold it forever, that's great. But after 4 5 years, you start going back, and you start, your mind start thinking about, hey, oh, I missed this opportunity, I missed this opportunity, but I'm stuck here in this stock and it hasn't made me money. Most of the people will make a decision to either sell, right, take their losses, or get their money out and either participate in another IPO, another hot IPO, or in some another stock. So that is, these kind of decisions are like very very bad decisions. So I mean, if you are planning to buy and hold a company, first of all you need to uh, do your due diligence. Not just when they go IPO, you have to see the history. So that's why personally I like to wait. you know I like for a company to be public for at least 4 5 years. Now what you have a track record. You have a track record which you can look at it, the numbers that you can read, see how they are doing for that period of time. And then if you really really believe in that company, that hey, this company is going to be great in long term, you buy at dips. I mean, at least that's what I feel like you should be doing, or I should be doing. And if I am someone, right, who is a dollar cost average person, who likes to, hey, yeah, I'm just going to allocate some money every month. And again, this is not a financial advice, but if I'm a dollar cost average, I personally will open outlier.com's dashboard, and I'll start adding that particular stock, that particular company's stock into my portfolio when there is a dip. When I see that the fear is high, when there has been recent pullback, I'll add it. I'll wait for another pullback, and so on and so forth, rather than buying at the top and accumulating my shares according to that. So I will wait for these times when there is a market pullback. I look at Outliers dashboard, look at how what are the good time to get in. Again, that's what I would do. But again, coming back to IPOs, I personally think like it's great to hear about them, read about them, but I usually look at from the sidelines. Let me know. Do you like to participate in IPOs? Are you participating in Instacart or Arms IPO? Let me know. Thanks. Talk to you on Thursday.